Hey guys, what is going on? Obviously, things are not looking great right now in the overall state of things, not just in crypto, but in the world, right? We know that Russia last night invaded Ukraine, and that is something that most people in the world today are very concerned about, especially people who are investors, people who have money in the markets. They are worried about what's going to happen. Are you going to lose all your money? Are you going to keep all your money? There's a lot of anxiety in the markets right now, and I don't blame anybody. I don't blame you. I don't blame anybody for feeling that way. I feel that way a little bit, but I've been doing research all morning, guys, and I found a lot of interesting information and just overall things that I think you really would want to know during this crypto crash. So without further ado, guys, let's get into that info. Okay, guys, so first things first, I want to talk about the Russian stock market. This is going to affect the American stock market just as much, in my opinion. As you can see, this is a kind of a jokey post here, Russian stock market rugged. But in all seriousness, stocks are trading overall on the Russian stock exchange was halted just about 18 hours ago at this point now. And as you can see, that the Russian stock market in general is down about 45% just over the last couple of hours. Guys, that is significant. Obviously, that is quite significant. Also, somebody brings up this. I think this is quite an interesting little graph here. This shows every time any kind of major war or any kind of major conflict in the world has broken out, what has happened to asset prices. As you can see, the Vietnam War, decent dip there, but still, managed to kind of push back up either way. Gulf War, same thing, dip down here, push back up. Afghanistan War, now we had a dip, but again, we had a pretty major pullback after that. And the economy, of course, was in a very different place back then. Iraq War, similar kind of thing, and then Crimea crisis, same kind of thing. So again, these dips are seemingly temporary for the most part. It seems like that. It seems like that's a pretty confident statement that most people could make about that. But please keep this in mind, guys. These are unprecedented times. We don't know if that is necessarily going to be the case with this one, right? In my opinion, as long as the worst has already happened, right? If everything that was the worst possible outcomes of all of this happened last night, then I think, yes, this dip would be a short-lived dip. I think that worst case, we see a day or two, maybe three of red, and then maybe we start to recover. That's my opinion on what we could see so far. We know that obviously major market indices, especially like Bitcoin, for instance, that really controls the overall market and the way that the market moves. If you guys look right here, this is what we experienced just over the last couple of hours. Bitcoin obviously taking a huge tear towards the downside. And now we're starting to recover a little bit, guys, pushing off that bottom support line that we hit just a couple of hours ago. Now, again, quick recap on what's happening. Russia has attacked basically the Ukraine. Putin has declared war. He vows to demilitarize, and I'm not going to say that word, but of course, the Ukraine. Missiles hit targets across Ukraine. Scores feared dead, including, unfortunately, civilians, guys. Tanks have been seen rolling into Ukraine. Ukraine imposes martial. It's not a good time right now in Ukraine. And I really hope for the safety and overall well-being of everybody in Ukraine. If you're watching this video in the Ukraine, I really just please be safe, and just know that my thoughts and overall just constantly today I've been thinking about this, and this is why I wanted to make the video, guys. It's more than just wanting to help you guys in crypto, because that is what we do. We're a crypto channel, obviously. The other kind of, I guess, ulterior motive here is that I want to provide some information. I think that you guys need information about this stuff, because it seems like there are plenty of news organizations talking about this, but again, I think it's important to be aware of world events like this. This is a historical event, in my opinion. This is something that we haven't seen in quite some time happen, and even then, it's still very scary. It's very scary that these types of things can happen. So just keep that in mind, guys. Again, next little thing here, Cardano, AVAX, and Luna have all entered into extremely oversold territory, and what that means for the overall market. Again, we know that almost every cryptocurrency right now is in extremely oversold territory. As you can see up top here, the overall market is down about 8.07% just over the last 24 hours. Again, Bitcoin down about $35,000. Well, down to $35,000, not down $35,000. Ethereum down to 2,458. AVAX down to $70 per coin. And again, most of these other cryptocurrencies are also following suit. What this article basically talks about is a potential dip buying opportunity, just because the RSI has obviously peaked well below that 30 level on major market, other types of different projects and different coins. And again, that's typically an indicator of a decent deal that you could potentially get into. If you guys want to know what I am buying as far as on the dip. I already talked a little bit about this in a previous video, but again, a great way to figure out exactly what I'm buying, get a notification sent straight to your phone is again by joining our Discord, guys. Hit that second link down in the description below, and you guys will get benefits including one-on-one interactions in the Discord with us. You also get our daily crypto alerts. This includes our buy alerts when we are buying. It also includes first look at new cryptos that we're looking to get into, and of course crypto market strategies and updates and articles and information that we come across that we think that you guys might find useful. If any of this sounds interesting, and I'm sure it does, hit that second link down in the description below. I think you guys will really enjoy being a part of that overall community. As you can see, guys, most of these crypto news accounts are reacting, obviously, to what is going on in Russia. As you can see, the Russian stock exchange is a pretty big point of discussion at this point. Lots of people are talking about how much of a dip has been caused by this, unfortunately. We're also seeing a lot of other interesting things happen in crypto right now. We're seeing whales kind of move their coins and overall holdings kind of around. We're seeing a lot of whales jump into stable coins right now just because of the overall market, I would say, kind of anxiety and fear that's currently happening. And again, as you can see, over 250 million has been liquidated from the crypto market over the past 4 hours following Russia's invasion into the Ukraine, guys. That is absolutely nuts. Again, you guys got to be careful. If you're trading with leverage, you really need to be careful. Again, you can get wrecked on dips like these. And again, especially in the crypto markets where volatility is more common than it isn't, right? It's so common in the overall crypto markets. I really urge you guys to be careful. Now, you're probably running your Shiba Inu channel, or at least you make a lot of videos on Shiba Inu. Number one, why are you making a video about this? Number two, what about Shiba Inu? Well, number one, we want to diversify a little bit. We're still going to be making Shiba Inu content, so don't worry, don't hit that unsubscribe button just yet. But again, I want to be able to get out to you guys about other cryptocurrency projects that we really believe in, and of course be able to give you guys more information about these types of things that happen in the world that I think are important to talk about. So please keep that in mind, guys, and please hit the sub button if you're new here, and if you haven't already. We provide a lot of amazing information every single day that I think you guys will really enjoy getting access to. But also, number two, what about Shiba Inu? Honestly, Shiba Inu, I believe, the last time I checked, is down over 12% here. It was down 14% just a couple of minutes ago, down 13. Again, that might be a decent dip buy, right? The overall RSI has sold off significantly, right? We're seeing a pretty significant pullback here as far as price goes over the last 24 hours. And I really think that we could potentially break back up into those new highs if we see better movement in the overall market, guys. But again, this is something that we're going to have to deal with probably for the next coming days. So be aware of that, guys. Again, I don't know if this dip is going to last for a week, if it's going to last for a month, if it's going to last for a couple of days. In my opinion, I think it's much more short term than it actually is long term. I think, again, we're probably going to be in for about 2 to 3 days of this, maybe even less. Maybe today we recover a little bit, guys. Again, it is just too early to call. That is why when I am buying the dips on various cryptos today, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging in, right? I'm going to be only spending a certain amount of money for each level that we're at, looking at support very carefully, looking at RSI very carefully, trying to time my buys, because again, I don't want to get into something and get stuck with a bad deal. Other than that, though, guys, again, just be very safe out there in the markets today. Be very safe out there in the world if you guys haven't already. I want to recommend, too, that you guys pick up a free stock with the first link down in the description below. You could get a free stock that could be worth up to $300. Guys, again, in that video right there, I got $300 worth of Amazon stock. I think you guys will really enjoy, obviously, getting some free money in the world right now. Hit that first link down in the description below. All you guys have to do is sign up with our link, deposit at least $1, and you guys can get a free stock that could be worth up to $300. But other than that, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.